so many years of my life, my professional life, sitting in rush hour. And as soon as like I didn't have to, I don't think I've driven in like 10 years. I don't like driving. I just don't like it.
Okay. All
So
right.
that wouldn't be a good choice for me unless I had another driver. But
Okay.
I love the freedom and I love the whole concept of bringing your home with you, and I love that you have your pet too. Like you have a cat with you living in the motorhome, and that's really, really cool. Would you consider taking your motorhome either across the border, north or south?
Yeah, yeah, we would. So we're still. I was not a camper, and I'm still not really that much of a camper, to be honest. We're glampers. We have heat, air conditioning, shower, electricity, and that's the way we like it. We don't tent camp, and a lot of our friends do, but that's not our style. So really, our goal was affordable long-term travel. I love long-term travel. You
Yeah,
know, we used to do go away for a week, stay at a resort, spend tons of money, come home, and it's that kind of whirlwind. But I always did enjoy being places and being places longer. So yes, we're just completely open. And we're meeting a lot of there's a whole there's thousands of people in the United States traveling full time. We go by the term full time families. There's tons of people, and there are community. So that's a big deal too, especially because I, where we were living in Massachusetts, that's where I grew up. That's where my daughter grew up. We have tons of friends and family and homeschoolers and unschoolers. So we have I wouldn't call us busy, but we're kind of like balanced. We've got play dates, a couple play dates a week, and then we do our own adventures. So going from an active, let's just call it an active lifestyle to going on the road, it's different, because you're not we didn't have those play dates, and she wasn't getting as much interaction with children. So of course community is so important. And luckily we have found community, which are also through Worldschooling, but there are others specifically for RV travelers.
nice. So, what kind of uh, inspiration would you like to leave with families that are on the fence about starting their own world schooling journey? And, I'm speaking to somebody now who is traveling in their home country. Do you consider this world schooling? Because I do. But do you?
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah, that's such a good point, because a lot of the world schoolers are about you see a lot international travel, hopping from country to country. Geez, we would love to do that, and perhaps we will, but I totally consider this world schooling. You can't see my feet. My feet are on the ground. I'm on the world. We're
I
moving.
love
We're traveling. We Yes. So right now we're RVing in the United States, but I certainly consider it world schooling, and it's so nice to be close to nature, especially. I think that's a huge benefit to the RV journey, or if you're going to van life it. I mean, just being around trees and nature, being in a campground is totally my happy place, for sure. So that's a huge benefit.
Lovely. And so talk to me about some of the strategies you use to support your daughter's learning.
Yeah. So I'm going to say the biggest thing, for us, we're social. We're just very social people. So finding play dates, um, and really any age children. We tend to do really well with homeschool play dates, unschooling play dates, world schoolers, the full time families. It's just so beautiful. So that's probably my number one is real time play. So free play, allowing children to of course we have to make sure that they stay safe, and if there's an issue we'll but natural play, that's probably my number one for education strategy, being an unschooler, is allowing her freedom to play with other kids, and if there aren't other kids around, then perhaps we're playing a game, or but it's really learning through play. And also what comes into that is passion. That would probably be, play and passion are probably my two biggest things. So what is she passionate about? Following those passions. She's been really into art, which has been awesome. That's wasn't something that I explored a lot in my life, but I'm very interested. So, and it's great because I kind of use the law of attraction for that. Art classes have just fell right in our lap, and we've got one at the library here. And so whatever it is that she's excited about, um, first of all, give her the time and space to follow those, but also seek out and see what's available in the community, whether it's virtual or physical. And it's such a beautiful thing to just see her learn because she's passionate about it. It it's just awesome. All self-directed kids, all unschooled kids. It's, you kind of have these periods of where it seems like not much is happening. You may wonder, geez, is she learning anything? Like, what's happening? And then there's like a quantum leap where she's, this happened with like reading, math, and now with art. And yeah.
Yeah,
But
no, I get it.
yeah, and she also, so with the self-direction, she has a device, and she loves like gaming, Roblox. She has friends that she chats with, and she's just super creative, where she's on Minecraft creating her own worlds. And hey mom, here's our dream home. And so seeing that, even gaming as beneficial and educational, just allowing her to be so creative, that I think that's really, it's, if you look at what I wasn't able to do as a child, is really what I love allowing her to do. um,
Awesome. Is there anything that we didn't touch on? Because we covered so many, aspects of your story in world schooling. Is there anything else that you wanted to touch on before we started to wrap things up?
I just wrote some notes down. Let me just take a peek. I think what the most rewarding thing for me as a parent, and again, there was a lot of deschooling, a lot of healing for me, and I think that's probably true of a lot of the people in this group, and parents that are seeking out a better way. There is a better way. So I just have to say that all of that healing and those challenges that I faced were all so worth it, because I think what keeps me going is that my daughter and I have a great relationship. And not that it's perfect, but we respect each other. We're open. We talk to each other. I wrote down some notes. Let me see what I wrote. It's just a natural connection. And she is able to be honest with me. She can express her feelings. So she's can just really be her true self. And in that, it kind of allows me to be my true self too. All this, her following her passions and being creative, it kind of opens that door for the parents as well. And especially when you start to world school, and you say, okay, where do you, especially, if you have multiple children, where do you want to go? Well, where do I want to go? So it becomes, like you were saying, a partnership
Yeah.
rather than, so it takes a lot of the stress and anxiety out of parenting, because you're just you're partners. Neither of us know it all, but let's go in this together as a team. So that philosophy and attitude, and not especially where soon we'll be in the preteen years. By this, by the time I was her age, I was fighting with my parents, and it was just talk about struggles and challenges and power struggles, and we don't have that at all. So it's was totally worth all of the healing and emotional work for sure.
See, partnership parenting works. I always say it. I've got the greatest relationship with my son too because of that bond and that foundation that we created as well through world schooling and through partnership. I love that. So I know that you have a YouTube channel, and do you also blog? I can't remember. Do you blog as
Yeah,
well?
yeah. So our YouTube channel, we video blog.
Okay.
We started video blogging. So our YouTube channel, that's where we do our blogging. It's called Aqua Rose Life. So it's
Okay.
just kind of nicknames. I'm Andrea, and my nickname is Aqua. My daughter's Valentina, but her middle name's Rose. So we just kind of use like our nicknames, and it's our life. It's our real unschooling life. Everyone is welcome to follow along. I post about our real life and our world schooling journey, and I also post inspirational videos because I feel like it's the art and science. Yeah, I didn't get to this place without the foundation, so I think it's important to kind of share a combination of both. That there was, and I continue to, my spiritual practice is huge, whether that's listening to inspirational videos, meditation, yoga, connecting, channeling, meditating, angel cards, all that kind of stuff. That's just my passion. That's my way to keep a connection with who I really am. And so, because our foundation and philosophy is different than mainstream, I find it important to continuously just be absorbed in, okay, well, what is really happening here? And so the spiritual guidance is big for me. So that's, we share the spiritual guidance as well as our kind of real life, um, having fun and not always fun. I try to keep it as real as
Love
possible.
that. So I'm going to invite you to put your YouTube channel into the comments. And if anybody has any questions for Andrea, you can put them into the comments as well, or you can type them. You could type them in now, or if you type them when you're watching this, that's fine. We'll catch up with you later to answer those questions. And what an inspirational story. I'm so glad. I know somebody here in this community needed to be inspired by you today. So thank you for taking the time to come in and share your story. And Andrea, I also know that you have resources, so feel free to put those into the comments as well. I know you're passionate about peaceful parenting and conscious parenting and stuff like that. So please do drop those links or whatever resources you have into the comments as well. And yeah, any final thoughts?
I do want to say thank you to you, Lainey, because I found your group. I found this group, and just seeing. I think that's why we wanted to blog our real life, is just seeing it actually executed. So being able to follow your story. Seeing all the things you do with your son and the conference. We want to get to Mexico at some point. Yeah, yeah, exactly. So I just, thank you, thank you, thank you. We're big on community. I appreciate, I kind of feel like you've been doing this longer, and it has been a guiding light for me. So thank you for putting the word out there.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you. That's really, really wonderful. I appreciate that. And listen, if you're watching
Awesome.
this in our group and you have a story you want to share, send a message, or I'll also put the thread where I'm asking for people to volunteer to tell their story. I'll put that into this uh, uh, into the comments as well.